In this video, you will see the highlight of how I installed 4 solar panels on the front porch. I was planning to install 6 solar panels, but because of fire setback regulation, I can only install 4. For this installation, I am using the Snap and Rack Top Speed Solar Panel Roof Mount Kit. This is the back of the roof mount kit and this is the front of it. Imagine this is one of your first row. The solar panel would go right here on the back end of it. And on the front, if you decide to install the skirt, this is where it's gonna go. This skirt requires spacer that match the same thickness as your solar panel. In my case, it's 30 millimeter. Every roof mount kit and roof clamp requires spacers to install the skirts properly. I put the spacer on, then I use a small piece of 2x4 to hit it into place. After putting the spacer on, it should look something like this. This would be your first row. Next, drop the skirt into place and bolt it down. If you look under the skirt, you can see how the spacer is holding it in place. The spacers are necessary for proper installation of the skirts. At first, I was not planning on installing skirt in front of the solar panel. I changed my mind because the price on those skirts was reasonable. And obviously, before screwing down the roof mount kit, make sure you apply some good quality waterproof sealant in there. If you put enough sealant in there, once you screw it down, some should squeeze out. This is the Snap and Rack clamp. It provides grounding from panel to panel and it also attached to the skirt. The Snap and Rack clamp go between 2 columns of solar panel, one on the right side and one on the left. It go in the middle, bonding those 2 columns of solar panel together. I will be installing the grounding lug in one of the last row of the roof mounting kit. I will install a 6-gauge wire between the grounding lug and the grounding rod. So far, I got 2 solar panels installed. I am transporting everything through a bedroom window. I thought it was a lot safer instead of using a ladder from the outside, especially doing this by myself. This is how the solar panel look after installation. They are wired in series. I am using 1.5-inch PVC electrical conduit for the wires. The PV wire go to a DC disconnect switch. The brand is IMO. This DC disconnect can take 2 strings. There are 3 wires inside of this conduit, one 6-gauge for the grounding and 2 sets of 10-gauge wire THWN stranded copper, one positive and one negative. I secured the PVC conduit along the base of the house. This is my grounding wire. I have to mark it in green electrical tape. Finally, the PVC conduit come to a T. One end of it go to the basement and the other end of it will go to the back of the house where I will add additional solar panel. I think I did a good job installing the roof mount. I don't think it's going to leak. If I'm wrong, it's not gonna be as bad because this is not a living space. I never planned to install solar panel on top of the house because of potential water leak. If I did, this would be a very challenging house to put solar panel on top because it almost shaped like a diamond, except for the back side of the house that got somewhat of a flat surface. This is the back side of the house. If I was planning to put solar panel on there, I think only 4 to 6 solar panel can go on here. I am glad that I did not skip on the solar panel skirt. It gave it a finished look. Here's the look from the top. I use heat gun to bend that PVC conduit. Here's where I attach the 6-gauge grounding wire. I think the end result came out pretty nice. This is where the PVC conduit enter into the basement. At first, I was gonna make it go through these backs, but I decided to just take it straight down. For now, I temporarily attach it to the primary inverter. Once I install the second EG4 12000 XP, I will be permanently connecting those wires into it. I still have to take down my old inverter to make room for the 12000 XP. Then I will bend this PVC with a heat gun to make it go to the new inverter. Once I have both EG4 12,000 XP up, I will have a 100 amp service off grid. I also left an opening for my AC wire to go to the second inverter. I just have to add a PVC in between. I installed the bus bar to sit right between the two inverters. I am planning to take those down soon to make room for the new inverter. This is the following morning around 8:25 a.m. It is mostly sunny. Those are west-facing solar panels. They are shaded by the house from the morning up until around 11 to 12 o'clock. After that, they start to make some real power. Those are 425 watt bifacial solar panel. This is how much power they make in the morning, around 125 watt. The highest output I saw on the solar panel are around 1900 watt. I hope this video was somehow useful to at least one person out there. If you like this video, you might also enjoy the recommended video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. See you in the next video.